Hey y'all, Zach McDonald, your real estate agent with Real Property Associates, and this is our final Seattle real estate market watch of 2022. And well, I brought Oliver, my 5-year-old, with me on the video here. He's never got to be on the video before, and this week we're having a daddy bringing the kids to work week. So Oliver's the first one. He made it on the day for videos. You excited to be here, Oliver?
Yes.
Cool. That's the camera. You can look at the camera when you're talking. So today it's 12/28/2022. This will be our last video, as I mentioned, for the year. And we'll start doing these. The feedback has been overwhelmingly yes. I did have one person say maybe not, but we're going to keep doing these. As a reminder, this is King and Snohomish County data for the previous 7-day period. So this is essentially 1 week of data since the last video. And we're looking at residential sales in King and Snohomish County. So that's what we're doing here. So it's the entire Seattle area region. I don't include Pierce County because I consider that more of Tacoma and the suburbs of Tacoma. And we're going to look at the numbers. And I told you this, that we were going to see quite a bit fewer here. But new listings, we had 65 new listings here this last week. There normally aren't very many around Christmas, and I think there won't be very many here before New Year's either. Oliver, you think a lot of people will want to sell their house when it's Christmas time?
No.
Yeah, no, they don't. Last week we had 208 new listings right before Christmas, but fewer here. I actually have one coming on today, so we'll be one of the few, I think, for the next week. We're making a contingent purchase. So again, if you know anybody that wants to buy a house in Bothell in the $1.2 million range in a really awesome neighborhood, let me know, reach out. Back on the market, we've got 46 listings back on the market. We've got, I think we had a little bit more last week. List price reductions, we had 72 this week. Last week we had 191, so we're seeing even fewer of those. Thanks for the snuggles, Oliver. List price increases 3 versus 17 last week. Contingent sales 7 versus 16 the previous week. Expired listings, we had 61. Again, right around Christmas, you're going to have some of those coming off the market. 55 last week. Pending listings 312. That's a big number, isn't it, Oliver?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think 312 or 523 is bigger?
523 is bigger.
Yep, it's definitely bigger, and that's how many we had last week. So that was the pending listings. How about this one? Listings sold, 281 this week. Last week, Oliver, there were 468 listings sold. Which one's more?
464.
468?
Yes.
Yep, so there were a lot more sales last week than there were this week, and there were, this one I'll need your help for. Are you ready? Yeah. There were 65 canceled listings this week, and last week there were 114. Which number is bigger?
100.
The 114?
Yes.
That's much bigger, isn't it? So even just looking at this, the little snapshot that we get, we can see that, yeah, fewer sales, fewer sold listings, fewer pending listings, right? A lot fewer new listings, but continuing that trend of inventory shrinking up. And the next market update here next week, we're going to see that we're going to have even less inventory or supply than we had heading into December. I think the low inventory heading into the new year is a win for sellers. It's normally how the year starts out. During the holidays, you see things slowing down, buyers buying some of the existing houses and getting those off the market. But heading into the new year, for sellers, it's nice to have less competition between their house and others for the buyers, especially when you have some buyers coming back into the market and you also have the new buyers coming into the market. As we head later into the winter and into the spring, I think we will see more houses coming on the market, inventory building a little bit, and I think that will make the later spring and summer less competitive, just like last year. So if you're a seller, I would encourage getting your house on the market earlier in the year versus later in the year. Yes, interest rates might be lower later in the year, but I think you'll find that you'll get a better price for your house earlier in the year this year. There'll be a little bit more competition and less downward pressure, so to speak, on your house. I also think for buyers, as you're wrapping up the year, this is the time to get started with the process a buyer consultation. That's how I always start the process with people, where we talk through needs and wants in the home buying process and get set up for success. I think that, along with getting your mortgage pre-approval, is a great first step to get ready for a purchase, even if it is later in the spring or in the summer, because that way you're ready when the time comes. What I find for buyers is it just takes time to get ready to go. It takes time to get your ducks in a row, get your mortgage pre-approval. Some people are able to make it happen really quickly, but in a lot of cases, it does take a month or so or even more just to kind of line that all up. So again, sellers, I would say this is the time to maybe consider getting your house on the market a little bit quicker. Buyers, I would say this is the time to get started, not necessarily buy something, because there are going to be more and more options as the year goes on, but it is the time to get started with that process. Mortgage rates as we wrap up the year are hovering, according to Mortgage News Daily, 6.5% about. Last week they were about 6.25%, so we've seen about a 0.25% uptick in mortgage rates. And as we head into the new year, I do suspect that they're going to hover in this same 6.5% to 7% range like they've been. And if Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae are right, which I think they will be this time around, as we head towards the end of the year, we will see mortgage rates dipping down, potentially even below the 6% mark is what they're thinking.
Thanks for watching our videos.
We're so glad that you watched our video today. Thanks for welcoming Oliver onto the show here. If you want to talk more about buying or selling real estate here coming up in the new year, feel free to reach out. We're going to keep doing these. And as a reminder, for these videos, these are king and if your house is priced on the super low side of value. Wow, this is great. Snuggles, Oliver. Can you not rub my head though in the video? You can snuggle me, that's fine. Why don't you put this arm behind me? I think the lower... Don't touch the mic, please. Gotta keep your hands down, okay? I love you, Oliver. Can you focus for just a couple minutes? We're almost done, and then you get to be all done with the video, okay? Say as loud as you can.
Thanks for watching our video.
Oh, not quite that loud. How about medium? Look at the camera.
Thanks for watching our video.
In between. Gotta be loud, but not super loud.
Thanks for watching our videos.